We saw a daytime high of 53 degrees this afternoon, 20 degrees below average. And of course, with the winds, it felt so much cooler, but at least we saw some sunshine and it was pretty dry as we went through today. 52 degrees right now. We are beginning to see the skies clear out, but still some high level clouds. We are looking at a mainly clear night as we go through the overnight hours, and frigid air will be moving in. And because of that setup, a freeze warning will go in effect. But before we get to that, here's a look at your current temperatures. 52 in Slidell, 51 in Covington, lower 50s in Raceland, Houma, Thibodaux, and 53 in Galliano if you're heading out this evening. Winds again remain sustained out of the north between 10 to even 20 miles per hour with stronger wind gusts indicated in yellow. And unfortunately, it looks like the winds will hang around as we go through the overnight hours. So as we take a look at the setup, very quiet. We're beginning to see those clouds clear on out, showers heading to the east. Tonight will remain dry, but we'll have that cooler air move in. So it is going to be a very cold start to our morning tomorrow. And as we take a look at the hour by hour forecast, temperatures will be in the upper 40s around 8. We'll be in the mid 40s by 10, and overnight hours temperatures will continue to tank, and many of us will be starting off in the upper 20s, mid 20s, and upper 30s across the area to begin our Monday morning. So here's a freeze warning, highlighted parishes in purple tonight into Monday morning, where we'll see upper 20s and lower 30s. Right now the metro area is not included in that, but nonetheless it's still going to get very cold. Upper 30s is my forecast as we begin our Monday morning. Tonight's lows, we're looking at 28 in Hammond, 29 in Slidell, upper 20s in Bogalusa and Kentwood, staying in the upper 30s to begin our morning tomorrow. And even in coastal areas, we'll see chilly temperatures. So you know the deal with colder or cooler weather. Make sure you're checking on your neighbors. Dress warm tomorrow. Kids definitely will need to wear layers north and west of the lake and even on the south shore. Pets, bring them inside, and sensitive plants, tropical plants, cover them up, or if you can bring them inside, do that. We're not talking about a hard freeze situation. Pipes will be fine. Now tomorrow is the first day of spring. It's really not going to feel like it. In fact, temperatures will be below average tomorrow. But we are looking at a warm up as we go through the week. Here's a look at your highs. Upper 50s in Covington and Slidell, mid 50s in New Orleans, and even our coastal areas will climb into the middle to upper 50s. But tomorrow it is going to be a sunny day, and we will be dealing with lighter winds. Jumping ahead to the upper level pattern as we go through the week, we'll have our broad area of high pressure develop over the area. You know what that means. Our temperatures are going to respond. We'll be back in the upper 70s and lower 80s as we go through midweek. Our winds will eventually shift out of the south. That means the humidity is going to begin to climb as we go through midweek. So we have a few more days of cooler air, and then Tuesday we're looking at a transition period where our temperatures are going to be in the 60s, and then we're in the 80s to wrap up the work week. And talking about the high temperatures, again, we'll be in the 50s as we go through your Monday, and we'll be climbing into the 80s as we wrap up the work week. I do want to talk about a cold front that potentially will be heading our way. Both long-range models are showing a cold front moving through the area. It won't necessarily bring cooler air, but as of right now, it looks like it is going to bring some showers, some storms. Right now, there isn't a severe weather threat, but that may change as we go through the work week. So we're looking at Friday afternoon. The time will change as we get closer to Friday as we fine-tune this forecast. Heavy downpours are possible with this cold front, and it should be a fast-moving front. We'll be out of the area by the weekend, and then we're looking at a pretty nice weekend as we go through, again, the upcoming weekend. So here's a look at your 7-day. First day of spring is tomorrow. It is going to be a cold start to our morning. Frost likely north and west of Lake Pontchartrain. We'll see a daytime high in the mid-50s under partly cloudy skies. It is going to be pleasant on Tuesday with temperatures in upper 60s. It's also going to be a chilly start Tuesday morning, but we will be above freezing. Back into the 80s on Wednesday, staying in the 80s as we go through your Thursday and also your Friday. And again, long-range models are showing a cold front on the way Friday. And as I mentioned before during the forecast, it's not going to necessarily bring cooler air, but we are looking at scattered rain as we go through your Friday. A few residual showers are possible Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, looking dry in the upper 70s, and it may break again the humidity as we go into the upcoming weekend.